Enough to knock me out, but I'm still holding the throne. You'll never know till it's over. So pretty it hurts. Just beware of the thorns.
Hello YouTube. I got a lot of comments over this last video I did when I was asking for suggestions. Some of you want me to do the thing on the guards again, so I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to have it done by Monday. It's going to take a little bit longer than this regular video. But if you're new here, you like prison content, subscribe, share, comment. I want to hear from you, and give me some feedback. I'll try to answer all the comments. But this video here, I told you I was going to do one about some of the dumbest people I met in prison, some of the dumb things they've done, and that includes myself. So let's start with me. Why I went to prison is I really don't consider it a dumb idea, but maybe I could have done things different. But once I got to prison, I did do some dumb things. Once when I was getting two guys whooped the tar out of me. I mean, beat the brakes off of me. And they was walking away. I called them some names. Well, they came back and put the boots to me. Wasn't very smart of me. I should have just kept my mouth shut. Licked my wounds. But another time, I know I've told this on Quora. I don't remember if I told that here. I was raised in a kind of a racist environment, and when I went to prison, I'm going to admit, ashamed to admit it, but I was kind of racist. That's all in the past now. I like all kinds of people. In fact, it was through prison that I learned to like other groups of people. But that doesn't mean that I didn't say some dumb stuff. They used to give us these bag of nuts on Christmas and a bag of candy, and I had mine laid out on this little desk shelf thing they had for us, and this black guy comes by, and he knew me, and we got along. I mean, we didn't talk all the time, but when we did, it was kind of on friendly terms. That would change. He goes, "Hey, Harv, and let me get those Brazilian nuts." I did not know what he was talking about. I'm telling the God's truth here. I did not know what he was talking about. I said, "Which ones?" He goes, "Man, don't be playing, man. Those Brazilian nuts." He goes, "You give me the Brazilian nuts, I'll give you some walnuts." I said, "All right, good." So I know he wasn't talking about the walnuts. I'm thinking maybe this is some name blacks had for one of these nuts laying here, these pecans. He said, "No." He goes, "The Brazilian nuts. You know what Brazilian nut is?" I go through all of them. Finally, I hit the Brazilian nuts. He goes, "Yeah, those Brazilian nuts." I said, "Oh, you mean these?" And I said the N-word, toes. He said, "Man, I'm going." He said he was going to do me in, and walks off. This guy next door to me, he's saying, when I came out from chow, he said, "Man, watch you be aware. He's waiting for you. He's going to be waiting for you." And he was. We come down and go into the tunnel. And there he was. And the first swing he swung at me, I ducked it. The second one he connected, and there was like a... Everybody else said it, I guess because it was in the tunnel, which was this long corridor, I guess it kind of echoed. And they said it made a heck of a sound. But I was just glad the guards were there, you know. I mean, they was just a little ways off. I mean, they ran over there and broke it up. Later on, I went to him. I apologized. I said that was wrong of me, even though I grew up hearing him called that. I should not have said that. And I apologized. He goes, look, hard man, I'm not into all those bad words, you know. He goes, I don't even, he goes, you know, a lot of my partners around here call you all white boy. I don't even say that. He goes, some of them say European. I don't even say that. You're not European, you're American. I said, you're right. You're absolutely right. I said, are we good? He said, man, just be careful, man. You know, just have your words, man. You know? And so that was the end of that. But when I was in Potosi, another story is, this black guy says, hey, Harv, I got a story to tell you. He goes, my partner robbed this convenience store. And he comes to my crib. I said, yeah. He said, I just wanted to see what you think of this. He comes to my crib and he tells me what he did. And he said, I'm telling you, man, you can't stay here. You got to leave. He said, but we watched the news. And dang if he ain't on the news. He goes, he left his driver's license at the place he robbed. And I apologize for the next door neighbors and they're revving up their trucks, you know. But anyway, he said he left his driver's license there. Well, this guy was in there for robbery himself. So I've always wondered, was it he that did that? You know what I mean? Maybe it was, he was just saying it was his partner and it was just actually him. But when I was in Farmington, I worked in the kitchen for a little bit, and my Sally did too. And my Sally, he was in there for burglarizing his girlfriend's house, parents' house. So he gets talking, we're talking to this other guy, and this guy was in there for burglary. How he got caught was, he snuck out of his house one night and went to his neighbor's house, and he tried to break in. Well, he did break in. He went through the window. When he got through and into the living room, he was met with a guy with a pistol. This guy that met him with a pistol was a cop. So he tried to burglarize a cop's house. I ain't done with this one yet. Come to find out, because, you know, he was still living at home. He was like a teenager, 18 or 19 years old. His father was a cop. This whole little community of houses down the street, the majority of them was cops. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just cannot figure that one out. Other people couldn't either. My Sally said, man, told him he was dumb. And I mean, I have to agree, that wasn't too bright. But, you know, we asked him why he did that, you know. He goes, well, a cop is the last person to expect to be burglarized. So I thought it would be safe. But in prison, I've seen a lot of other stupid things. One ain't so stupid. It's just, to me, it's a matter of, you guys may think it's stupid or whatever, but it's more of a matter of principle to me. There was a guy that, he did drugs all the time, and his cellie didn't. At least not that I know of. And they get a cell search one day, and they find a needle. And the guard says, "Whose needle is this?" Neither one of them claimed it. They said it wasn't theirs. And he told them, he goes, "You're both going to the hole if neither one of you claim it. So whoever it belongs to might as well fess up so that their cellie doesn't have to go to the hole." Neither one of them did. And they both went to the hole. And needless to say that sometime later, just the guy who had nothing to do with it, he gets out and he goes, "Man, if I ever see him," he says, "it's like that for him." I've seen people have not dumb tattoos so much, but misspelled words. Now, this could be done either by the tattoo artist, or it could be, when you give a tattoo artist something to do, make sure it's right. Make sure it's perfect and says what you want it to say. There was trying to think of examples, but there was a guy who had German soldier written on his back, but he had it in German. Now he had Deutsch Soldat. He was supposed to have an E at the end of Deutsch, so it should have been Deutsche, because they have these inflections in their adjectives and stuff. So Cole, the guy I was helping learn German, he's the one that noticed it, because we're walking on the track and this guy's in front of us. He had his shirt off. He goes, is that wrong? So I looked and I said, "Yeah, it's missing the E." I said, "It's not really wrong, it's just missing the E." He said, "Should we tell him?" I said, "No." So I'm pretty sure in that case he just took the word Deutsch, took the word Soldat, and gave it to the tattoo artist. And the tattoo artist is going to put on there what you tell him to put on there, And that's happened a few times, especially with words. But I've seen people get, like, on their backs, somebody in prison tattoo something messed up on their back. But usually, you can trust the tattoo artist as long as you pay them to do what they put on there. What they're running a business. That's their hustle, and it's a good hustle too. If there's a good tattoo artist in prison or in a housing unit, he's getting paid. The thing of it is, the man's always going to try to be getting him. They know who the tattoo man is, and a lot of tattoo artists have real good hiding places, and they have a bust man for when they're doing tattoo work. And they pay somebody a little bit just to let them know when the 5-0's coming. But I've seen people get well, when I was in Algoa, I seen a guy trying to tattoo, and he didn't know what he was doing. He blamed it on K2, but he just didn't know what he was doing. I mean, this was like his first or second time, and he's not ready to dumb one. I mean, I guess he is, because when you mess up a tattoo, the dude's gonna be mad, you know. But I kind of blame the guy who got the tattoo, because not every tattoo artist in prison is good. So you need to, you know, check. Hey, man, let me see some of your work. You know, the people are going to be on the yard that he's done work on. You know, so, hey, I want to see some of your work, and most of them will. They'll show you. So I don't blame the tattoo man on this. You know, the artist on this. I blame him, even though that the guy trying to do the tattoo was probably dumb too. Anyway, I wanted to get this out to you guys for tomorrow, and I'm going to work on this guard one over the weekend, and hopefully have it out Monday. I mean, I can go on and on with the guards, you know, the good ones, the bad ones, the ones in between, the ones who don't do anything when they see something going on, you know, it's not right because they're afraid. I can go on and on about that, but we'll leave that for that video and see what happens with it. In the meantime, you guys have a good weekend. Enjoy your new year. Have a happy new year, and stay safe out there and stay free. Bye.